Hello, friends, and welcome back to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you for joining me today. We have a few updates. Really nothing out of the ordinary, but let's get started. How are you all doing today? It's Monday. It's the start of the week. It's a beautiful day. That's all I can say. We have storms that they're predicting coming through. I'm not sure. It changes, it seems like, from day to day, what day the storms are. So I'm not really worried about it right now. But our first thing that we've been working on this week is we are still working our sunbeam quilt. I, friends, am still pressing. But I have this block. These are our corner pieces, I'm thinking. Yes, they are. And this is my goal, is to get to this. Well, I still have all of these that need to be pressed. I think they're all trimmed, if I'm not mistaken. I do have some. Oh, I've got a lot of them. I have a lot of them that does have that little piece on there. So I have them. I still just need to press them out and get them ready for you guys. I still need to press these right here out and add that piece on the bottom of those. I am going to be catching these up before we come back together Wednesday, so they'll probably be done tonight. I'm trying to get all my stuff caught up, so, you know, there's not a lot. I want to be finishing this quilt. I want to finish this quilt before we go into next month. We are still, you know, it's still early. It's only the 13th, so we still have a few days. We've got around 17 days. So we're still good with this. And y'all, this is my little project bin. I see a lot of people have ordered them. Thank you so much for going through my link. These things are fabulous. Now, I'll show you here how big they are. You can see the book in there. The book is at the bottom of it there, and it comes up to here. These are not huge, but they do hold everything you need to carry. They're perfect. And those of you, if you've ordered them and gotten them, tell me how you like them or don't like them, or what you wish was different. This is my third organization thing that I've gone to. And because the first one was the zipper bags, those work really good until you get to a project that you have everything cut up. So then I went to the well, actually, I have these right here that I did too, and these right here. So that is the zipper bags. Then I went to, these are shoe boxes that have doors on them. They're the acrylic. The doors broke on them. And then I have these are kind of plastic. I like them, but I don't like them. And then I have the plastic scrapbook. So that's the zipper scrapbook, and then the two shoe box. So this is actually number 5. And I really, really, really like these because they are stackable. When you get more than one, they are stackable. So I'm really liking that. I am going to continue to be working on that sunbeam quilt to try to get it, you know, ready to go. The next thing y'all saw me work on Friday was this. I know I said I'm going to have a picture. I'm not going to have a picture, and let me tell you why. If you caught the video Saturday or Sew Along Saturday, or Saturday Sew Along, normally when I do sashings, you know, between blocks, right here, when I put this center sashing between the rows, I normally pin this sashing to the other one. Well, I didn't think about it this time. And I have one that is very, very, very off. So I am going to be taking that row off, and I'm going to be pinning, my sashings, but we did get the top completely put together, but I am taking it apart to make sure my sashings come together so, you know, it looks pretty uniform. I could hang it up and see how uniform it is, and I may do that. And if it looks good, I won't do anything about it. And friends, y'all know when I lay a top down here on my table, I'm looking for strings all the time. So I'm trimming some hanging threads there, but I'm going to hang it up and see what it looks like. If it looks okay, I'll go with it. But I have a feeling I'm going to be taking it apart because I'm one of those, I like everything to look very symmetrical. But we did have a finish, but it may have to be reworked to be a finish. It is a top finish. This I will be carrying to Miss Ava to have it quilted, and this is going to be my emergency quilt, or my car's emergency quilt. I'm going to have a bag in my car with all my emergency stuff in it, and I have a little quilt in there, but that's for my grandbaby. And I started thinking about, you know, if I ever get stranded or something, not that I'm going to need a quilt right now, but, you know, I will have a quilt in there for the future. The third thing that we have worked on this week, and of course it comes in here, y'all, I just take the lids off and I just sit that right on it. It's perfect. And it, you know, it just takes that much room. Not a lot of room. It'll sit over here to the side. I can keep my fabrics in it. And it's not, the lid is not getting in my way. But we are doing a quilt out of just 2 charm packs. It's just 2 charm pack quilts. We are doing the Morning Flower Patch. It's a beautiful quilt. I am doing the black background as well. And what I have finished, I did go ahead and finish adding all of the extra pieces here. So this is the center row that had 50 pieces. And this is the top and bottom row. That's 100 there. So because we have 50 blocks. And, of course, you got a top and a bottom row and a center row. We are creating 9 patches with these. I am trying to get it where this quilt is done in April. This is our April Saturday sew-along. The Sunbeam quilt is our March Saturday sew-along. It's just became a whip. It had a lot of extra pieces with a lot of cutting and pressing, so it's taken a little bit longer, and I'm hoping this 9 patch doesn't take as long. So we're hoping that it doesn't, but if it does, we're going to have the Sunbeam quilt finished before May, so if necessary, our April quilt can become a whip if it has to. We're hoping it don't, though, because I am going ahead and finishing each step. You know, even if I don't get to finish it with you guys, I'm going ahead and finishing it before the next week. So these are already done. Next week, we will be doing our 9 patches. So what else have we done this week? I am in the process still of organizing. We will be having a de-stash the last Sunday of the month. It's going to either be at 3 or 4 p.m. Central Time. Probably 3 p.m. Central Time, because that gives me enough time to, when people invoice for me, email me for me to invoice them. Let's see. But Sunday, you guys saw this. Friends, this is my solution that I've come up with. I am one of those, I cannot have things disorganized. Don't look in my room. You wouldn't know it. But little things like this. This is the Alpha Clippies. I found this little thing. It is linked down in the description if you're interested. If you are a person like me and you need to have things organized where you can see what you have, little things like this is a must for me, because if they're not, I don't use them. And I have not been using my Alpha Clippies or my Alpha Bitties. My Alpha Clippies, the little box they came in, that box would not stay locked. So I found this, and plus they can all go in here. This is the perfect size for, it's got 36 holes in it. It is the perfect size for your alphabet and your numbers for a set of Alpha Bitties or Alpha Clippies. Now, Sunday, you guys saw me putting my sets, all of my sets, because I have 3 sets. I'm looking here. Yeah, I have 3 sets of Alpha Clippies. I have 2 regular sets. That's the A to Z and 0 to 9. And then I have an expanded set. Well, I did not have enough clips. I got 100 clips and not thinking. I was not thinking about the numbers. And I was like, oh yeah, that's going to be way more than enough. Well, no. I was not thinking about my numbers on my last set. So I have all 3 of my sets here, guys. This is the only one that's not completely finished, but I will have it finished because my clips should be in tomorrow. I did order a smaller set of clips of only 20, but of course that won't do a full set of alphabets and numbers. But I got a set of 20 for, I think, $8.99, and after taxes or whatever, it was a little over $9. But I have included the links down in the description for the clips and the boxes. You will see here, I got the set of 4 because I had 4 sets of them. This is perfect for me. I am making a spot over here on this shelf for these for when I need them. They're right here next to my cutting mat, and I will be able to use them. And Friday, guys, we had the Friday night sew along with Tammy and Alicia for the Yuletide Sampler 2. I did not sew. I had my grandbaby here, and she kept running in and out. And I try to keep her off camera because I'm not putting my grandbaby out there. I don't even think I've put their names out because I just really feel like I need to protect my grandbabies. But luckily my machine was here and it kind of blocked her when she came over here to talk to me. But I had my grandbaby, so I wasn't sewing because I didn't know if I was going to be able to sew. I knew I did not get to cut fabric, but that is one thing that I will be working on. This week I'm going to try to go in and get that fabric cut and try to get the first half of the clothes done. So when we come back together on the 4th Friday of the month, I will be there ready to go. We will be able to sew. I will be able to sew, and I won't be behind anybody then. Other things that things that I'm working on, things that I'm trying to catch up and get done. Of course, the Sunbeam quilts, I want to hurry up and get that done. Not necessarily hurry, but I want to get it done. I'm going to hang this flowering quilt. I'm going to hang that up and look at it at a distance to see, does it really make a difference if that is not centered or not, if it's not exactly the same. I mean, some of them were like a 1/4 of an inch off, but this one is a good inch and a half off. So I've got to correct that situation. We can't have that. But I don't know how it would be that far off, but it was still the exact size it should have been. But we'll figure it out. We will figure it out and get it straightened out. Or I won't. I may just send it on how it is and be, it's going to be in my vehicle. I don't know. I love this. I don't know if I could put this in my vehicle. But I may not. I don't know. I am still wanting to get this charmed, I'm sure, completed. That is something that I feel like it's hanging over my head, which literally is hanging over my head back here behind me. I do want to get that done, so I can get started on another project that I have in my mind that I really want to do. And I've got to get it done. I've got to get it done. Let's see, what else do we have? Of course, we're going to still be doing our Saturday sew along, the morning flower patch. We're going to be doing the sunbeam quilt. So those are actually the only two things this next week. Well, the 15th comes through at that time. So we will actually be getting our Reflections mystery quilt clue on the 15th. So we'll have that we'll need to do. We should be getting another Creative Notions box pretty soon. I don't think it'll be this next week because I haven't even gotten a notification yet that it's been packaged or anything. Let's see, what else, friends? I feel like I have done 100 things, but that's probably because I had my 2-year-old granddaughter, and she's grabbed my finger every time she wanted to go somewhere, and I just, But we had a good time. We had a very good visit. It's really good to get to see my grandbaby because this is the one I don't get to see very often. She lives 4.5 hours away from me, so it's really hard for us to go see her because I'm still not able to drive very far with my knee, because it does cause pains that shoot down my legs right now. Still, guys, that was almost a year ago I had that surgery, and July 3rd was when I had the surgery. It's been almost a year, and I have trouble driving at distances. But what are we doing? We're sewing, friends. We are just sewing. It don't matter what we're sewing on, as long as I'm sewing and ironing. I am pressing so many things right now. I still have some of the, I don't know. Yeah, some of these I still have over here to press. I haven't finished pressing all of those yet, but I soon hope to be done with that. Yes. So, friends, the things that we need to be getting ready for this week is Wednesday. We will still be working on the Sunbeam quilt. Friday, we may be working on the flowering again. Maybe not. Maybe a new project. And Saturday will be the morning flower patch. Yes. And so those are the things I'm working on right now. Anything else is just going to be a little extra something that we're doing. Not necessarily anything planned. I may come in here and I may be like, I may have all of this caught up to where I don't have any more to press. If I don't have anything to press or catch up on sewing, I may do a real quick little project. I do have one in mind already, so we'll just have to hang tight with that one. But friends, thank you for joining me for this quick little update. It's not really a lot this time, but I'm kind of honing in everything that I've got going on, even though I know I've got this little thing right here hanging over my head that charmed, I'm sure. I will be getting it done, but this week, maybe not. I don't know. I want to get it done before I start anything else. That is the goal, but sometimes my goals are not met, and that's okay. Because to me, a goal is just a wish and a dream, and sometimes it happens and sometimes it don't. Am I going to be sad if I don't hit that goal? No, I'm not. I'm okay if I don't. This week, though, I do plan on doing a lot of cooking, not necessarily on the channel. I have a lot of cooking I need to do for myself. Y'all have heard, if you're not new, you know that I am still struggling with my sugar, and we are honing the food down really, 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 really tight to where we're trying to get it as close to low carb, no sugar as possible. And I know sweet potatoes is not something I should have, but guys, I got a whole bag of them cooked. They're in my fridge. I'm going to be eating them. So my idea this week is to make a lentil soup, like a really thick lentil soup stew, and have a sweet potato with that for most of my lunches. Eating out is my bad thing because there's just really no drink that you can get, and most meals come with a drink. But I just drink water straight out of the tap, or a bottle of water that I take with me to work. But I'm really having to hone in on the food situation, and I've got several things that I'm going to do. I've got a broccoli salad that I'm going to be making. It does call for sugar, but I use allulose. I do not use sugar in that. And guys, I do still have sugar in my house. I'm not throwing away everything I have in my house just because I'm a diabetic. That will be a special occasion thing. But I'm going to be doing a broccoli raisin salad. I'm going to be doing a Greek salad. And I'm going to be doing a lentil stew. It's called a lentil stew. Or you could do it as a soup if you do it without the meat. And I'm also going to be air frying some chicken wings. Yes. I'm doing I think it's a garlic paprika chicken wing. I don't know what it's called. I'm just going to be seasoning things up and tossing them in the air fryer. And guys, you know, my new oven has an air fryer option on it, and I am loving it. So for the new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. I'm happy to have you here. Welcome to the community. We love having new people here. Quick story about me. My goal when I started YouTube was to kind of do little home ec tutorials, and then I did my first quilt, and that was all she wrote. It has quickly become a very expensive hobby. It has filled a room. It does not take long to do that. I started quilting in 2023. And yes, this room is completely packed. It is, I think it's 14 by 13, 12 by 14 or 13 by 14. I can't remember the size of the room, but it is full. Wall to wall everywhere. I have a shelf that's got fabric, that's got patterns, that's got project boxes, crafts. I also have a bookshelf of cookbooks in here. Probably about 1,000 cookbooks, and that is no exaggeration. I have a lot of cookbooks. The shelf in here probably don't have 1,000, but I've got 3 more shelves in my kitchen that have at least a row of cookbooks on each one of them. So that is me. I craft, I cook, I DIY as much as I can. I like to travel, and sometimes I share those things here with you guys. Sometimes I don't, but I'm hoping to get in my garden also it won't be this week because there's storms coming. But friends, thank you for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, friends.